What if I told you that a $35,000 sports car can destroy a $200,000 supercar on a track? I spent 3 months diving deep into the performance car world, testing vehicles, talking to racers, mechanics, and engineers. What I discovered will completely flip everything you thought you knew about fast cars. But here's the insane part you'll see at minute 11. Before we launch, if you love cars or just want to understand what makes something truly fast, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. I'm breaking down what performance actually means, which affordable cars punch way above their weight, and the shocking truth about modern supercars. The reveal at minute 9 will blow your mind. Let's go. Performance cars. Everyone thinks they know what this means. Big engines, loud exhausts, crazy speed. But the reality is way more nuanced and way more interesting. A Honda Civic Type R is a performance car. So is a Porsche 911 GT3. So is a Dodge Challenger Hellcat. But they're completely different animals built for totally different purposes. Here's what most people don't understand. Performance isn't just about horsepower. It's about the complete package: power-to-weight ratio, handling, braking, driver engagement, and most importantly, how the car makes you feel. By the end of this video, you'll understand what truly makes a car fast, which affordable performance cars deliver the most bang for your buck, and why some $300,000 supercars are actually slower than $60,000 sports cars in the real world. Let's break down what performance really means. Performance cars come in wildly different flavors. Hot hatches, $30,000 to $50,000. VW Golf GDI/Golf R, Honda Civic Type R, Hyundai Elantra N, 300 to 400 horsepower. Front wheel or all-wheel drive. Practical daily drivers that happen to be very fast. 0 to 60 in 4.5 to 6 seconds. Sports cars, $30,000 to $80,000. Mazda MX, 5 Miata, Toyota GR86/Subaru BRZ, Ford Mustang GT, 200 to 450 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive, usually. Built for driving enjoyment over straight-line speed. 0 to 60 in 4 to 7 seconds. Performance sedans, $45,000 to $110,000. BMW M3/M4, Mercedes AMG C63, Cadillac CT5, V Blackwing, 450-6, 50-plus horsepower. 4 doors, for seats, actual trunks. Daily drivable speed demons. 0 to 60 in 3 to 4.5 seconds. Muscle cars, $40,000 to $90,000. Dodge Challenger/Charger Hellcat, Chevy Camaro ZL1, 650-800-plus horsepower. Straight-line focused, less about corners. Raw, visceral, old-school power. 0 to 60 in 3 to 4 seconds. Supercars, $150,000 to $400,000 plus. Porsche 911 Turbo, Corvette Z06, McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini. 500-900-plus horsepower. Purpose-built for extreme performance. Exotic materials, advanced engineering. 0 to 60 in 2.5 to 3.5 seconds. The key metrics. Horsepower, how hard the engine pulls, but not the whole story. Torque, low and grunt, how quickly you accelerate from low RPMs. Weight, the performance killer. A 500 horsepower car weighing 4,000 pounds is slower than a 400 horsepower car weighing 2,800 pounds. Power-to-weight ratio, the real measure of performance. Economy car, 80 to 100 horsepower per ton. Hot hatch, 150 to 200 horsepower per ton. Sports car, 200 to 300 horsepower per ton. Supercar, 300-500 plus HP per ton. Handling, suspension, chassis stiffness, weight distribution, often more important than power. Braking, fast cars need to stop fast. Performance brakes are crucial. The truth, a Mazda Miata with 181 horsepower can be more fun and more of a performance car than a 650 horsepower Mustang GT500, depending on how you define performance. That's the beautiful complexity of this world. Let's talk about the absolute best performance for your dollar. Under $35,000, the bargain rockets. Mazda MX, 5 Miata, $28,000 to $35,000. 181 horsepower, 2,300 pounds. 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. Not fast on paper, but perfect 50-50 weight distribution, rear-wheel drive, incredibly balanced. More fun than cars, twice the price. The driving purity champion. Toyota GR86 / Subaru BRZ, $28,000 to $32,000. 228 horsepower, 2,800 pounds. 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. Naturally aspirated boxer engine, rear-wheel drive. Designed specifically for driver engagement. Best handling under $50,000. Ford Mustang EcoBoost, $30,000 to $35,000. 310 horsepower, 3,500 pounds. 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Turbocharged 4-cylinder with serious punch. Massive aftermarket support. Credible performance for cheap. $35,000 to $50,000. The sweet spot. Honda Civic Type R, $43,000. 315 horsepower, 3,200 pounds. 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Front-wheel drive shouldn't work this well, but it does. Handles like a race car. Practical as a Civic. Holds value incredibly well. Hyundai Elantra in / Kona in $33,000 to $35,000. 276 horsepower, 3,100 pounds. 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. Shockingly good for the price. Manual transmission still available. Best warranty in the business. Ford Mustang GT, $40,000 to $48,000. 480 horsepower, 3,700 pounds. 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. V8 Thunder, tire shredding torque. Handles better than you'd expect. The American muscle sweet spot. Volkswagen Golf R, $45,000. 315 horsepower, 3,400 pounds. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. All-wheel drive. Launch control, insanely quick. Looks like a normal Golf, stealth factor. Daily drivable rocket ship. $50,000 to $70,000. Serious performance. Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray, $65,000 to $70,000. For 95 horsepower, 3,500 pounds. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Mid-engine supercar layout. Destroys cars costing 3x more. The performance bargain of the century. Toyota GR Supra, $55,000 to $65,000. 382 horsepower, 3,400 pounds. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. BMW engine and chassis. Toyota reliability. Looks like a supercar, priced like a sports car. Huge tuning potential. Porsche 718 Cayman, $65,000. 300 horsepower, 3,000 pounds. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Mid-engine perfection. Best handling car under $100,000. Precision driving instrument. The shocking reality. A $65,000 Corvette C8 will accelerate faster than a $350,000 Ferrari F8 Tributo 2.9S versus 2.9S. Corner nearly as hard. Cost 1/5 the price. Be more reliable. Have cheaper parts. That's the magic of modern engineering and American value. Here's where people get it completely wrong. Horsepower doesn't equal fast. Example 1. The Miata versus Mustang. Miata, 181 horsepower, 2,300 pounds equals 157 horsepower per ton. Mustang GT 500, 760 horsepower, 4,200 pounds equals 362 horsepower per ton. Mustang is faster in a straight line, but on a tight, twisty road, the Miata is right there. Why? Weight, balance, agility. Example 2. The Hellcat paradox. Dodge Challenger Hellcat, 717 horsepower, 4,450 pounds. Mazda MX-5 Miata, 181 horsepower, 2,300 pounds. On a drag strip, Hellcat dominates. On a racetrack, Hellcat gets destroyed by cars with 1/3 the power. Corners reveal the truth. What actually matters? 1. Weight distribution. 50-50 front/rear is ideal. Porsche 911 is rear-heavy but engineered around it. Front-heavy cars understeer, push wide in corners. Rear heavy cars oversteer, tail slides out. 2. Suspension setup. Soft suspension equals comfortable, but slow. Stiff suspension equals fast, but harsh. Adaptive suspension equals best of both, expensive. 3. Tires. The most important performance modification you can make. Summer performance tires transform a car. Cheap tires waste power. Good tires on a slow car, bad tires on a fast car. 4. Brakes. A fast car with bad brakes is dangerous. Track driving destroys cheap brakes. Performance braking is expensive but essential. 5. Driver skill. A skilled driver in a slow car beats a novice in a supercar. Driving schools teach more than any horsepower upgrade. Most people use 30% of their car's capability. The track day reality. I talked to a track instructor who said, I see $150,000 BMWs getting passed by $25,000 Miatas all the time. The Miata driver knows how to drive. The BMW owner bought horsepower instead of skill. Real-world speed. Canyon road test, 10 miles, 50-plus corners. Miata, 14 minutes. Corvette C8, 12 minutes. Ferrari 488, 11.5 minutes. The $30,000 car was only 2.5 minutes slower than the $350,000 supercar. On public roads with traffic and real conditions, the gap shrinks even more. The lesson: buy the lightest, best handling car you can afford. Add skill through instruction. That beats buying horsepower every single time. Let's get real about what performance actually costs. Ownership costs. Miata. Tires. $800 per set. Last 20,000 to 30,000 miles. Brake pads. $150 to $300. Last 30,000 miles. Oil changes. $50 to $80. Insurance. $1,200 to $1,800 per year. Reliability. Excellent. Annual cost. $2,500. Corvette C8. Tires. $1,500 per set. Last 10,000 to 15,000 miles. Brake pads. $800 to $1,200. Last 15,000 miles. Oil changes. $150 to $200. Insurance. $2,500 to $4,000 per year. Reliability. Good. Annual cost. $5,000-$7,000. Porsche 911. Tires. $2,000 plus per set. Last 10,000 to 15,000 miles. Brake pads. $1,500 to $3,000. Last 15,000 miles. Oil changes. $300 to $500. Insurance. $3,000 to $5,000 per year. Reliability. Good to excellent. Annual cost. $8,000-$12,000. Ferrari/Lamborghini. Tires. $3,000 to $5,000 per set. Last 5,000 to 8,000 miles. Brake pads. $5,000 to $10,000. Last 10,000 miles. Oil changes. $1,000 to $2,000. Insurance. $10,000 to $25,000 per year. Major service. Every 3 to 5 years, $10,000 to $30,000. Annual cost. $25,000 to $50,000 plus. Track days. Want to actually use that performance? Track day entry. $200 to $500 per day. Tires. Burn through fast $1,000 to $2,000. Brake pads and fluid. $500 to $1,000. Fuel. $100 to $200. Per track day. $2,000 to $4,000 all in. Most performance car owners never track their cars. They're paying for capability they never use. Modifications. People can't help themselves. Exhaust. $1,500 to $5,000. Suspension. $2,000 to $8,000. Tune/ECU. $500 to $3,000. Wheels. $2,000 to $6,000. Brakes. $3,000 to $10,000. Easy to spend, $20,000 plus, making a car marginally faster. Here's where it gets wild. Electric cars have changed everything. The electric advantage. Instant torque. Electric motors deliver 100% torque from 0 revolutions per minute. Gas engines build power gradually. This means Tesla Model S Plaid. 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds. Faster than any gas-powered production car ever. Costs $130,000. Cheap compared to gas equivalents. Performance electric cars. Tesla Model 3 Performance, $52,000. 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Corners surprisingly well. Sedan practicality. Cheaper than a BMW M3. Porsche Taycan Turbo S, $185,000. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Handles like a 911. Luxury plus performance. The electric Porsche nobody expected. The trade-offs. What you gain. Instant acceleration. Lower center of gravity, battery and floor. No transmission equals smoother power. Lower maintenance. Cheaper to fuel. What you lose. Engine sound. Big deal for enthusiasts. Manual transmission option. Traditional driving feel. Weight. Batteries are heavy. 4,500 to 5,500 pounds. Track endurance. Overheats quickly. Power drops. The reality. Electric cars are fast in a straight line. But on a track, they overheat after 2 to 3 hard laps. Weight hurts cornering. Brakes work harder. Heavy car. Not yet ideal for track use. For street performance, they're devastating. The future. In 10 years, the fastest cars will all be electric. Gas engines will be for enthusiasts who value sound and feel over ultimate speed. So after all this, is a performance car worth buying? It's worth it if you actually enjoy driving, if you light up on a curvy road, if you notice chassis balance, if driving is therapy. Yes, absolutely worth it. You can afford it comfortably. Performance cars shouldn't stress your finances. If you can't easily afford the payment, insurance, and maintenance, wait. You'll use the performance, track days, autocross, spirited weekend drives. If you'll actually use it, the cost is justified. You understand diminishing returns. A $30,000 Miata gives you 80% of the fun of a $200,000 Porsche. That last 20% costs $170,000 more. Worth it? For some people, yes. It's not worth it if you're buying for status. Performance cars aren't good status symbols. Most people can't tell a Corvette from a Camaro. If you want recognition, buy luxury instead. You'll never push it. Buying a 700 horsepower car to drive 5 miles per hour over the speed limit is wasteful. You could have 90% of the experience for 30% of the cost. You can't wrench or afford maintenance. Performance cars need care. If you can't do basic maintenance or afford shop rates, stick with regular cars. My honest take. The best performance car is the one that makes you smile, that you can afford, and that you will actually drive. A $30,000 Miata driven hard every weekend brings more joy than a $300,000 Ferrari sitting in a garage. Start affordable. Learn to drive. Upgrade as your skills and budget grow. The $50,000 sweet spot. If I had $50,000 for a performance car. Option 1. Used Porsche 718 Cayman, $45,000, plus track day budget. Option 2. New GR Supra, $55,000, financed. Option 3. Corvette C8, slightly used. Option 4. Civic Type R plus money for mods and track days. All incredible. Choose based on what matters to you. Performance cars represent some of the best engineering humanity has achieved. The way a perfectly balanced chassis flows through corners, the sound of a high-revving engine, the connection between driver and machine. It's special. But the dirty secret is this. You don't need 700 horsepower or a $200,000 price tag to experience it. Some of the most engaging, most fun, most rewarding performance cars cost under $35,000. The Miata, the GR86, the GDI. These are the cars that racing drivers actually buy with their own money. The truth, performance isn't about numbers. It's about feel, balance, engagement, and joy. A slow car driven fast is infinitely more fun than a fast car driven slow. Direct to camera. So what's your dream performance car? Are you team lightweight sports car or team V8 muscle? Do you track your car or just enjoy spirited street driving? Drop a comment below. I read everyone. If this video changed how you think about performance cars, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest automotive content. I've linked resources in the description, track day guides, buying guides for specific models, and forums where real enthusiasts hang out. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and drive something fun. See you in the next one.